Good morning readers. I, Harish Budhu, warmly welcome you to my channel. Learn as much as possible from my handwritten articles.
Open Letter to His Holiness Cardinal Pitt. Part 7. This the 17th of September, 2020. How much and whose money was invested in May, 2014, in the gambling Lottotech, and did the church ask followers to gamble? Benjamin Moutou revealed that the church had its own sugar estate and slaves. Reverend Cardinal Pitt. Today's letter, the seventh one of the series, is but a follow-up to that of yesterday on communalism and racism in our country. Rest assured that this is not meant to cause harm, offense, disrespect or tension. We may sound a bit rude or harsh at times, but overall, we mean well and for the best. For indeed, the welfare of our fellow Creole sisters and brothers means the world to us. Anyway, welcome. Best wishes. Have a great day. And then, to get the tone right, there are some other aims and objectives behind these open letters. For long, the Church and the remnants of the 1968 anti-independence journalists have presented only one side of the picture or coin. Their own biased version or description of communalism, racism and Mauritianism. Now, we are taking the liberty of putting before the public our own reading or interpretation of the three concepts. We sincerely hope and pray that they reflect those of the vast majority. More importantly, and finally, these open letters are also intended to spark imaginations, and provoke debate and some positive and analytical thinking. Provided that is all done in a lovely, relaxed and respectful atmosphere. At the end of the day, the country should be the big prize winner. Against that backdrop, we now turn to our readers and listeners of Facebook and YouTube. Well, listen friends. Thank you all for your understanding, and for maintaining the good and respectful standards. Accept harsh and negative comments, even from convicted criminals of Lottotech. Let the winds of public opinion flow freely and blow respectfully. But nobody should abuse the trust. And please share the articles with your friends. Thanks. And now a quick word with our student friends. We had highlighted 37 English expressions for you all yesterday. We apologize for posting the article late, by 8:50 p.m. Reason: too many commitments. The 20th of June, 2014, L'Express announced that the Catholic Church had invested a huge sum through Investment Professionals Growth Fund Limited, in the gambling Lottotech lottery. That was in May 2014. Thereafter, the Church shamefully withdrew their long-term safe investment. Which all beg questions in torrents: how much was invested? Whose money was it? Was it from the subsidies paid from public funds, for 28% of the Creole population? Was it moral and religious to invest in a gambling business? To encourage followers to gamble? Was the Vatican informed? Where else had or has the Church invested to make big money? And last, why does the Church not build houses for the poor? All said, the Church receives money from the government. Every citizen is entitled to be informed how that money is spent. In Italy, the press had reported that a leading church had invested a huge sum in an armament industry. I am very attached to history. And that, without being its prisoner, captive or hostage, while not being its jailbird and not wearing blinkers of the past. En passant, Mr. Coa Palmer was my history teacher at Mauritius College in 1961. I got the highest marks at the school certificate exams. Small wonder that I am an addict of history. In some countries, it is a compulsory subject. So far so good. Of all the historians who have impressed and influenced me the most are the following three intellectuals: Jocelyn Chanlo, late Benjamin Moutou and Vijay Tilak. In sharp contrast, our country has also produced a few cheap, mercenary, greedy, conscience-selling and money-grabbing ones. They have made many people to disgust history. Mahatma Gandhi Institute had paid handsomely one. We thank Jocelyn, Benjamin and Vijaya for their honesty and professional commitments. The simplicity of Jocelyn is rarity. It is disarming. It is contagious, in this world full of shallow materialism. Oh! Late Benjamin Moutou was a good friend of mine. He died sometime in 2018. We had written a few articles on him. We often discuss the history of the country, when we met at the National Library. His painstaking and extensive historical research was fascinating. He was the leading member of the Truth and Justice Commission. He could have written some 10 books and many dozens of articles in L'Express and Weekend. We have mentioned many of his views and findings on the church and the slaves in the last 6 opinion papers. Some more shocking ones. He had constantly raised the 1837 £1.9 million sterling paid to Mauritius Commercial Bank, to free the slaves. The church, too, had its own army of slaves. Hence the priests were against their abolition in 1834. The church had their own sugar estates and factories. A leading priest was at Saint Esprit College in the 1960s. His friends. Those of his likes only. And Benjamin was looked down on because of Moutou. To be continued.
Keep reading, keep learning. Like and subscribe for more thrilling articles. Thank you for watching.